So let's just imagine you have some clothes that you want a tailor to sew for you, and you give him the clothes, and then you tell him that you need those clothes next week. Now, also imagine that the next day, that's day two, you call him and you tell him, oh, you need an adjustment. Can you change the color from this design that was agreed to a different color? The next day you call him, oh, can we change the embroidery? I saw one other new embroidery I saw on Instagram. Can you use that embroidery for me? Day after you call him, can we change the seam? I want the seam to be a different way or something else and all that. Do you really think that that project is still going to be delivered on time? It's impossible. It's impossible. There's no way. And that's because of scope creep. When you have a project, you must ensure that the deliverables and the things that you've agreed on your home renovation and your new build are exactly what's followed to completion of the project, right? You don't want to start a project and then throughout the project you keep adding things and removing things. What that does is that it affects the scope of the project. And when you affect the scope, or when you have changes in the scope of the project, you also have changes in the cost of the project and the timeline. Because a project that previously was supposed to take 8 weeks will now take you 12 weeks, 15 weeks. Why? Because of little things that have been added throughout the project. So that's why it's good to work with the right team. With the right team and the right group of architects, they will guide you. Whoever's coordinating your project will guide you and tell you, oh, we might change this right now, but it's going to affect the timeline. I don't advise we do this right now. We wait till the project is over or till a later time. So in doing projects, the most important thing I tell people all the time is like, you have to plan. If you fail to plan, you plan to fail. You have to plan and make sure that you don't allow scope creep to cripple your project, because that's a very easy thing that can happen. I've seen so many projects start and they stop midway because you run out of budget. You get frustrated because you had a plan, you thought that was what was going to happen, and then it doesn't happen that way. So it's important, make sure you follow a critical path. In project management as well, it's called the critical path. That means all of the activities that actually have to happen for the project to be delivered successfully, right? So you make sure that there's no activity on the side of that that's pulling you away from your critical path, and make sure that your project is done within the timeline. So if you're a homeowner trying to do a new build or renovate, or even trying to remodel your home, it's important for you to always be wary of scope creep. Make sure you work with the right team of people who are able to guide you and counsel you through your project and help you manage your expectations, because sometimes as a homeowner, and I don't blame you, you're investing a lot into these projects, so you want to make sure that you're getting the value of your money. But sometimes all you really need is patience. I've had clients who've come in and seen an activity going on and complained about it and sworn that we have to change it or stop or switch to a different material or change those styles. And we have to just manage their expectations and tell them, just be a bit patient. Just watch us when we finish. I know now we might look all muddy and like messy and all that, but just wait till it's finished. And by the time it's finished, they love it. So apart from scope creep coming in from the clients, is also important for whoever is managing the project to be able to manage the client's expectations, to help them see that all of the things we agreed in the beginning of the project, we're going to make sure that they're executed, and we're not going to add any other thing so it doesn't affect our timeline and our budgets. As usual, I'm here to help you with helpful information. Catch you guys on the next one.